An old man dressed in black walks. He doesn't seem sad though. His expression is hard, closed off. He keeps moving forward without looking at anything, as if everything else no longer exists. And in the meantime, he walks over nails without even noticing them. Behind him, there is another man. He slowly approaches and he pulls a purse from his coat. The old man doesn't seem to notice anything. Why? Is he too sad to even realize it? Or does he just not want to see it? This painting is called the Misanthrope. Pieter Bruegel the Elder, the mastermind behind this work, intentionally infused it with symbols and concealed meanings. Even after more than 500 years, anyone who gazes upon it finds themselves unable to fully comprehend its true significance. A misanthrope is someone who deliberately chooses to withdraw from the world to live in isolation. But does he do it out of despair or out of an excessive sense of ego? The man hooded in black captures our attention, yet his expression reveals no sorrow. Instead, it radiates a hardness, an anger brimming with resentment as he strides forth, utterly indifferent to the world surrounding him. If we look down, there are nails along his path, and he doesn't even appear to acknowledge them. He keeps walking, with his hands drawn in, almost closed. Does he even feel the pain? And if not, is it deliberate choice, or is it the result of everything that has happened to him? Behind him, there is a figure. To be honest, it's quite a disturbing presence, almost deformed. He is depicted more as a beast than a human, doesn't he? He approaches slowly. He stretches his hand toward the man's coat and slips the purse out. He has a very cold expression, calculated, right on the edge of madness. His eyes are wide. There's a kind of excitement in them. Is he enjoying it? And yet, if you examine his clothes, they're tattered and frayed. Is it excitement or desperation? He's cutting the purse loose with a knife. A gesture that shows confidence. This isn't the first time he's done this. The man remains unaware. He is completely detached from the reality around him. And so the question becomes another one. Is it sadness, resignation that makes us blind? Or is it a choice? But let's take a closer look at the thief. He is not simply behind him. At the same time, he is enclosed within a circular structure, marked by a cross above it. A shape that seems familiar. It echoes the very form of the painting itself, which is also built as a circle, a separate dimension detached from everything else. Inside that space, there is only him, the thief. The circle represents the human microcosm, and the thief is part of it, a symbol of madness and deception. The thief has deliberately chosen to stay, unfortunately becoming a reflection of it and embodying its worst qualities. And then there's something even more peculiar. The misanthrope lingers beyond that circle. This signifies he has opted to remain outside it, in a realm of his own. But is that truly the right decision? Now let's focus on the title. The Misanthrope. The word comes from the Greek misos, hatred, and anthropos, human. Someone who hates humanity. It's a term that goes beyond just hating others for no reason. There is a sense of rejection toward others, contempt, distance. It is a thoughtful choice, a voluntary withdrawal from others, driven by cynicism and hostility. There's yet another captivating aspect as well. If we take another look at the purse and check it out more closely, it's pretty clear it looks like a heart. It signifies that something far more profound has been stripped away from him. His bond with others, his joy, perhaps that is the intention. Existing within that system, amid betrayal and deceit, can leave the heart dry. Thus he opts to shut himself away, to cease feeling. However, just as he attempts to defend himself, that is precisely when he loses it all. Each detail holds a specific significance. The colours are deliberate. The background has a warm tone, vibrant, a modest rural scene featuring a man labouring in the fields and sheep representing purity and simplicity, and at the forefront stands the misanthrope. He exists within an entirely different colour realm, darker, colder, in stark contrast to all else. And even the technique is important. For this artwork, Pieter Bruegel the Elder chose not to use oil, but tempera, a rather uncommon choice for him. What's this decision truly about? Merely a stroke of luck? We may never uncover the truth. One final clue may allow us to connect the dots and draw some conclusions about this deeply mysterious painting. Alongside the thorns, a mushroom lurks on his path, likely toxic, highlighting the peril of the misanthrope's decision. Fleeing from your challenges and vulnerabilities is nothing more than a fleeting remedy, a comforting illusion. That flight carries its own repercussions. It fails to confront the unresolved matters we harbour within ourselves. The misanthrope does not merely represent a casualty of society. He bears responsibility for his own state as well. Ultimately, we are the ones who determine our own fate. Perhaps the most revealing detail in the entire painting, and also what sets it apart, is an inscription placed at the bottom. In Flemish it reads, "Because the world is so perfidious, I am going into mourning." More than a surrender, it feels like a judgment, a conclusion. The world is wrong, and he chooses not to be part of it. His weakness is embedded in that very choice. Avoiding your problems without confronting them is not a sign of strength. It's giving up. He strongly believes his suffering comes from that small human world, a space shaped by madness. So he convinces himself that he's above it. If he simply leaves, everything will be alright. Although this painting is from 1536, it feels remarkably contemporary. Bruegel is recognised for illustrating everyday peasant life, very modest scenes, and that's precisely what I appreciate most about his art. They appear simple, almost commonplace, but they possess a profound introspective effect. In this scenario, a striking parallel emerges, something that continues to provoke discussion about his work, and which outlines how contemporary his works are. The portrayal of the misanthrope in some ways mirrors that of today's hikikomori. However, there is a distinction. Hikikomori withdraw from society, the misanthrope dismisses it. And perhaps that's the essence of it all. You can turn your back on everything, yet you cannot escape what resides within.